for Chelsea, Barcelona. So two big clubs, a big talent. I see questions from Brasier, Olympique Marseille fans. Get ready because everything is fine with Roberto De Zerbi. Everything is going to be signed really soon. For Brasier, everything is going very well between Brasier and Marseille. There is an agreement, and Marseille are working on the agreement also with Brest on terms of the deal. So this deal for Brasier to Olympique Marseille, I think it will happen soon. And Olympique Marseille are also working on many other things, many other signings. So work in progress. On Marc Guiu and Chelsea, guys, I will clarify to you what's going on, what's happening with Barcelona, what's happening with Chelsea, and how is the situation right now. Also on Leny Yoro, because I see many of you asking me, especially on two stories in the recent days, Leny Yoro and Nico Williams. So it's important, I think, to clarify on these two players. While I still see many Borussia Dortmund fans asking me about Guirassy. Borussia Dortmund remain confident on Guirassy. Borussia Dortmund are still working on Pascal Gross deal, but Eintracht are also there. Brighton offered him a new contract, so Pascal Gross will have to decide his future soon. Guirassy remains the priority target for Borussia Dortmund, working on that. Then, let me see. This better be a Liverpool exclusive stream, brother. My friend, as soon as I will have something on Liverpool, don't worry, I will be on it. But I already gave you, I think, an important statement. It was yesterday, I think, when I said that Liverpool are also considering the possibility to bring in a new midfielder. That's something that we have to take into consideration. We know about the centre-back options and also about the midfielder. And about the centre-back option, guys, I wanted to clarify something on Leny Yoro, because I keep saying around something like, Yoro tells Real Madrid that his priority is to go there. No, guys. Yoro is not telling Real Madrid now that his priority is to go there. Leny Yoro already told Real Madrid between November, October, months ago, that his dream is to play for Real Madrid. He wants to play for Real Madrid. Leny Yoro told his agent and told Real Madrid that he wants to play for Real Madrid. So Leny Yoro has always been very clear since October, November about his desire to be a Real Madrid player. Then, to say that Leny Yoro is going to play for Real Madrid, we need to see what Real Madrid will decide to do in terms of negotiation with Lille, because he's still under contract with Lille. But Leny Yoro wants to go to Real Madrid. So this is the player strategy. Two clubs, let me repeat, are there outside the door, ready to enter the story in case the deal with Real Madrid collapses. And these two clubs are Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool. But it really depends on Real Madrid. Everything remains on Real Madrid hands. And it's important, really important to say that Leny Yoro is giving total priority to Real Madrid. On Marc Guiu, in a minute, I'm going to tell you something, while we will have also Matteo Moretto with us to tell us something also on Samu Omorodion, because today was an important day in terms of updates, Spain, England, and many other things happening with these stories. I see many questions on Kefren Turam for Juventus fans. Juve keep working on this one. I'm not aware of a swap deal with Milik or Ken at the moment. I saw these reports. I think Nice sees something different in terms of discussions for Kefren Turam. So they want probably money for Kefren Turam, but Juventus are working on that. I see many questions on Jonathan David, guys. As soon as I will have something on Jonathan David, I will let you know. At the moment, I still don't have anything advanced or imminent to tell you. So as soon as I will have something, I will let you know. Is Cancelo leaving Manchester City? Absolutely, yes. For Brant White, I see Manchester United fans asking me here in the chat about this possibility. This week, Manchester United, this upcoming week internally, will discuss again about what they want to do with Gerard Brant White, because the player keeps waiting for Manchester United. The player keeps believing that Manchester United is a fantastic option for his future. So Brant White wants to go to Manchester United, but it depends also on Everton. And we have to see if Everton will change the conditions of the deal, because for £70 million, Manchester United are not going for Brant White. So it has to be something different in terms of package, and we will see what happens. But let's enter into Marc Guiu story, because Chelsea are really advancing, but really, really advancing in talks to sign Marc Guiu from Barcelona. It talks with the player, because there is no need to talk to Barcelona. There is a release clause into the contract of Marc Guiu, and the clause is €6 million. This is the value of the clause. Chelsea had contacts during the week. The news was already from Guillem Balag earlier in the week. That was something that we confirmed the interest from Chelsea and the interest from Bayern. These two clubs were working behind the scenes on Marc Guiu, speaking to the agents of the player, to the family of the player, so trying to present their projects. Bayern have also another important names on their list when it's about young talented strikers, and the name is Chido Obi Martin, the super talent playing for Arsenal. Arsenal offered him a new contract, but at the moment the player is still not accepting. This is why Bayern are still trying to make it happen. Arsenal have many talents in their academy, so let's see what's going to happen with Chido Obi Martin, but for sure Bayern are still working on that one. Meanwhile, they also made contact for Marc Guiu. But over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, today, Chelsea had several talks for Marc Guiu in a very positive way. So the contacts between Chelsea and Marc Guiu have been really positive over the last 24, 48 hours. Chelsea are confident to make the deal happen. So Chelsea believe that they are front runners now. Chelsea believe that the project they presented to the player is an attractive project. We will see if he will have the chance to go pre-season with Enzo Maresca and then decide on his future. If he will go to Strasbourg, that could also be a possibility. So Chelsea discussed several options with the player, but in terms of general project, they believe that the player could be convinced. And so they are advancing in talks with the agents of Marc Guiu, with the hope to close the deal the upcoming week. So Chelsea are really advancing on this one because they believe it's a fantastic opportunity. He's a very good talent. 6 million euros is a normal fee. But we also have to tell the story on Barcelona side. And on Barcelona side, it's important to mention that Barca believe they made a very good proposal to Marc Guiu because Barca, their director Deco, and all the people involved in the club made a new contract proposal to Guiu to change the release clause, to change the salary, to prepare a future for Marc Guiu at Barca, but the player, as of tonight, is still not answering to Barcelona proposal. So Barca still don't know what Marc Guiu wants to do, and meanwhile, he's negotiating with Chelsea. He has a proposal from Chelsea, and Chelsea are ahead of Bayern in talks for Marc Guiu. So they are the favorites to make the deal happen. Meanwhile, guys, I think we can go to Matteo also to discuss about Samu Omorodion. Then I will answer some other questions you are sending me in the chat. And then I will touch also on Nico Williams because I wanted to explain to you what's going on for Nico Williams' future. But now we have Matteo. He will speak in Spanish as always for our Spanish listeners. And then I will translate for you because Samu Omorodion is another name we discussed. And as always, we are here with Matteo. Ciao, Matte. ¿Qué tal estás?
Ciao, Fabri. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal a todos? Bien. Bien.
Todo bien, todo bien, todo
sí,
bien. ¿Listos para hablar un poco de Samu Omorodion, no? Porque otra vez he hablado muchísimo de Samu toda la semana con esa oferta del Chelsea, Chelsea intentando hacer algo para llegar a un acuerdo por Samu Omorodion. And now, guys, as we are saying, Chelsea working on a deal at the beginning of the week for Samu Omorodion, but looks like a complicated deal for Chelsea. And now Matteo will explain us why. Matteo, cuéntanos qué está pasando.
Sí, hay una novedad de las últimas 48 horas porque el Atlético de Madrid, Fabri, ha reiterado una vez más a Samu Omorodion y a sus representantes, a su entorno, que cuentan con él, que no quieren que salga y quieren que se quede. Así que, bueno, como te dije ya, Samu quiere triunfar en el Atlético de Madrid, pero la novedad es que el Atlético de Madrid, después de tantos rumores, de tantas, también ofertas y sondeos reales, ha reiterado una vez más que quiere que se quede.
So this is the message from Matteo, that's Atletico Madrid in the last hours, in the last few days, in new contacts they had, not just with Chelsea, but also with player side, with the player himself, with the agents and all the people close to Samu Omorodion, have been quite clear. They want to keep Samu Omorodion at the club. So after rejecting 40 million euros from Chelsea early in the week for Samu Omorodion, they confirmed their intention to keep the player at the club. Obviously, guys, if Chelsea or any other club will offer crazy money, remember that the player has a release clause. Samu Omorodion has a release clause for 80 million euros. So if some club will go up, I don't know, it's just my opinion, but up maybe to 55, 60, 65 million euros, the situation can change. But as of today, nothing has changed, and Atletico Madrid, as Matteo was saying, want to keep Samu Omorodion at the club and believe that Samu Omorodion is a player who can do fantastic under Diego Simeone. And as we always mention, Atletico Madrid trusted Samu Omorodion 1 year ago by paying him less than 10 million euros. Was a fantastic piece of business from Atletico Madrid, and so now they want probably to see the player in Atletico Madrid shirt. Quieren ver un poco a Samu incluso probablemente la pretemporada, ¿no? Como nos has contado hace unos días.
Sí, sí, es verdad esto, aunque Fabri, yo creo que al final Samu se va a los Juegos Olímpicos, así que el Cholo yo creo que no lo puede tener muchos días con él, o sea, a lo mejor puede quedarse con el grupo algunos días, pero tendrá los Juegos Olímpicos, así que se va a perder bastante de la pretemporada, pero claro, esto es un matiz que no va a cambiar lo que estamos diciendo. O sea que Samu quiere triunfar en el Atleti, es su deseo, y el Atleti quiere que se quede. Fabri, he visto muchas preguntas sobre
Sí.
Lenormand.
Sí.
Robin Lenormand al Atlético de Madrid, y lo contamos el otro día. Los que nos cuentan es que quieren cerrarlo dentro de 7 días. O sea
Okay.
que la idea es intentar cerrar el acuerdo entre Atlético de Madrid y Real Sociedad a final de este mes. Así que vamos a ver,
Perfecto.
pero está muy avanzado.
Veo que nuestro amigo Atleti nos pregunta sobre Lenormand, así que tenemos la última hora de Mate. And this is what we always said in the recent days, no? That Atletico Madrid are expected to close the Robbie Lenormand deal next week. Then let's see if it's going to happen. But the plan of the club is to get the deal done next week. They have an agreement with the player working on the deal on club side with Real Sociedad. Okay, thanks Mate. Gracias Mate para todo. Y
Perfecto.
hablamos estos días, que va a ser una semana muy intensa.
Muy movida. Un abrazo. Ciao
Un
a
abrazo,
tutti.
un abrazo. Thank you, Mate. And we can keep answering some of your questions, guys. Sorry for the final minutes of our stream, because we still have many things to do. So when is Olise medical? Could be something to take place next week, but everything is okay between Olise and Bayern. The contract is ready. Bayern will pay the clause, so we wait for the formal steps now. But next week, Olise is expected to go to Bayern. Then I wanted to add something more on Chelsea. I saw many questions coming from you on the situation of... sorry, let me see my phone. On the situation of... Okay. On the situation of... Jonathan David, guys, as I told you at the beginning of the stream, at the moment I'm not aware of something imminent. So as soon as I will have something on Chelsea in terms of new striker, I will let you know. But at the moment I'm not aware of something imminent happening today for Jonathan David. He could be an opportunity for many clubs. He's leaving Lille for sure, because he's out of contract in summer 25. He's not extending his contract. So for sure, Jonathan David is a big opportunity on the market. But at the moment, we are still not in the position to say where Jonathan David is going. So let's wait and see on that one. Meanwhile, I wanted to tell you something on Anselmino. Chelsea are on a mission for Aaron Anselmino. What I'm told is that similar to what happened with Estevao, with Chelsea people traveling to Brazil, with people close to the player to close the deal for Estevao, and it took some time because a club tried to hijack the move for William Estevao to Chelsea. I will let you know which club. One day I will be able to say that, not now. But Chelsea are on a mission in South America for Aaron Anselmino, centre-back, playing for Boca Juniors, born in 2005, $25 million release clause. Chelsea are working on that. Chelsea made contact with Boca, and Chelsea have people in Argentina working on the deal. So Chelsea are seriously working on a deal for Aaron Anselmino as one of the talents they want to bring to Europe. Questions on Xavi Simons. Where do you think Xavi Simons is going, Fab? My friend, Xavi Simons has many possibilities. Xavi will decide after the Euros. So telling you, I think that Xavi Simons is going to this or the other club would be a lie, because Xavi will not decide now. Xavi will decide after the Euros. I can tell you that 2 clubs are really pushing. One is Bayern and the other one is Leipzig. Leipzig because they already did very well with Xavi Simons this season on loan, so they can present a similar opportunity to the player. You are a starter, you are a superstar, you can develop. So Leipzig are pushing on that one. And on the other side, the man who signed Xavi Simons for Leipzig is Max Eberl. who is now director at Bayern. So Bayern are really pushing too, and Bayern believe they have a very good chance to land Xavi Simons. Even if they signed Michael Olise, they believe that they still have a very good chance also for Xavi Simons. Obviously, it's a completely different kind of player, so Bayern keep working also on that one. Then let's see, because again, the player has not decided yet, and it will take some time. Gosens to Benfica and Bologna. These two clubs are working on Gosens. Let's see what's gonna happen. Then Liverpool, my friend. On Liverpool, as I told you, I will let you know as soon as I have something concrete. I promise to all Liverpool fans. I see as many of you here in the chat. On Szczesny to Al Nassr, San asking, my friend, for Szczesny, he's still hoping to go to Al Nassr. Still hoping for the two clubs to find a solution on the agreement. So Szczesny is hoping. Let's see if they can find a way. Then on Nico Williams, guys, I wanted to explain to you something. Today we had new reports on Nico Williams with Chelsea working on that, with Chelsea intention to pay the clause. I'm told Chelsea intention is not that one. So what's the situation on Nico? If you're following my streams here on Playback, as I told you many times, and keep following, because if you subscribe, you still have everything on the live show scheduled. If you subscribe, you have the possibility downloading the app to send all your questions. So keep following here on Playback. We will be together a lot of times, as you can see this summer. But on Nico Williams, I already told you, last week he was on Chelsea list. They decided to go for their top target, and the player in that case is obviously Cole Palmer, so they decided to go for Palmer, but Chelsea have decided to follow Nico Williams in the great season he had for Athletic this season. So he did very well, he won the Copa del Rey, and Chelsea were tracking him. But then Chelsea now, in June, have no intention to proceed with the Nico Williams deal and are not actively working on the Nico Williams deal for one reason, financials. They believe that Nico Williams is already on a very good and important salary at Athletic. He would ask for really important money in terms of salary, commission, and all the package Nico Williams. So they believe that this could be too expensive, similar to Olise, and also Chelsea believe that the release clause is 58 million euros plus taxes, with the main part of the payment up front. So is an important release clause. It's not a small release clause. And so Chelsea, from what I'm hearing, at the moment have no intention to do something crazy on players. Has to be something right. For example, on Estevao, they closed a deal for 34 million euros plus add-ons, easy ones, making it 40 plus difficult add-ons. But they believe they signed one of the best talents in the world. Chelsea believe that Estevao is going to be one of the best players in the future around the world. So Chelsea are very happy with that. In the case of Nico Williams, they believe that also the salary could be a problem. For a player who scored 5 goals in La Liga last season, they believe that paying that salary could create an internal problem also in terms of salary structure. So Chelsea will not do crazy things. Chelsea want to do normal things, making sense for them. When De Zerbi will join Olympique Marseille in the next days, don't worry. De Zerbi will be Marseille manager, and I can guarantee to you that De Zerbi behind the scenes is already working on building the squad. For example, Brassier, but not only Brassier. Then Riccardo Calafiori to Liverpool. My friend, at the moment I'm not aware of something imminent. As I told you many times, Richard Hughes, who is now one of the new directors at Liverpool, is the same guy who was working for Bournemouth and has been scouting Riccardo Calafiori for a long time when he was at Roma, when he was at Basel. So he's always been with a special eye on Riccardo Calafiori, but at the moment, Liverpool have still not activated anything imminent for this deal. I think we have to wait for the end of the Euros for Italy to understand the future of Riccardo Calafiori. Paligna, contacts between Bayern and Fulham continue, so the player wants to go there. Today the player was quite disappointed. No, when the media asked him about his future, he was like, I can't speak in public. This is what Paligna said, but his desire is to go to Bayern. He's really dying to go to Bayern. This is his absolute priority. On Zirkzee, Paris Saint-Germain keep working on the deal, so PSG are still interested in Zirkzee. It's still a strong possibility. On Zirkzee, still no update. Next week, let's see what happens internally at Manchester United on many things, but don't forget Milan on Joshua Zirkzee. You heard about Van Hooydonk's statement about Zirkzee to AC Milan. Yes, my friend. And I think I was also very interested in what he said on Zirkzee as a player. I think he's right. Zirkzee deserves to play more. Zirkzee deserves to have an opportunity also with the Dutch national team. But we will see in the next days. Then, I see many questions, guys. Thanks as always, because we're always here together on Playback, and I see many of you asking me things. Let's go for the final ones, and then we say goodbye for tonight. Chiesa to Roma, my friend, at the moment I have nothing imminent on this one. Chiesa will not decide his future before the Euros. After the Euros, meeting between the agent of Chiesa and Juventus to decide. Mastantuono to Real Madrid, they keep working on that. So Real Madrid are still working, especially on the player side, with Franco Mastantuono, believing that he could be a top talent for the future. On Gyökeres, guys, nothing is imminent, I can guarantee to you. So nothing is happening right now for Gyökeres. The interest is always there, but still nothing imminent. And I think that's it for today. How long we will find out for Real Madrid for Leny Yoro? We should ask Real Madrid. At the moment, Real Madrid are not confirming anything in terms of timing, but for sure, Real Madrid have to make a decision on Leny Yoro because the player wants to go to Real Madrid. So now it's on Real Madrid hands. We will update over the week. Let's stay together here on Playback, on all my channels. Download the app, subscribe so you can send all your questions, and see you soon here on Playback with Fabrizio in the next days. Ciao, guys.